Just when I thought I was out, Tudor pulls me back in at Watches and Wonders 2023. A really targeted strike, not too many models, which is great, but just the right amount of redesign and new. The main news to me is the Black Bay 54, which I have just purchased. You can see my comparison with the Black Bay 58 on my channel. The 54 is inspired by the original 1954 7922 reference 200-meter diver with a very flat case. It wears amazing on the wrist. It's 57 millimeter left to right, but the lug to lug is similar to the Black Bay 58. It wears very different, ultra slim, really beautiful, has the T-fit clasp. Really a gorgeous watch that you have to discover in person. It's a slow release charm watch, and I'm sure you're gonna love it. I've also gotten the chance, and you have to praise Tudor for putting those brand new watches straight into the boutiques for people to purchase while people are excited. I've also gotten to handle the redesigned Black Bay 41 with the classic, the first bezel that it came out on, burgundy bezel. I even tried the one with the new sort of Jubilee type of bracelet, which felt very good, looked great. I'm mostly focused on the look. The feel, I will have to try it again to really tell you, but usually the Tudor bracelets feel great. That watch has a master chronometer, so a METAS certified movement, the same as the Black Bay ceramic, but there's no display case back here, and I guess the movement is not blacked out. The watch has lost 1 millimeter compared to the original Black Bay, and it wears really good. It's a gorgeous piece. Gorgeous as well is the one that I had anticipated a year ago to come out this year, the full steel version of the 39 millimeter Black Bay, the one that comes without a date in 4 different sizes. The 39 is the sweet spot. It came out last year in two-tone. Now it comes in steel with 4 different dials. Very cool watch, a great alternative to a Rolex Explorer. The Tudor Royale has now a salmon dial. I think it's quite fetching. The Royale still a bit of an eyesore to me, but it's a nice proposition on the dial. The other standout for me is the beautiful opaline, not white, dial on the Black Bay GMT. No change on the movement, the case size, or anything. I used to own the Pepsi and the root beer. Then I bought a vintage Rolex GMT Master 2. In the end, I sold all 3, and the one that I miss the most is my Pepsi. I miss that chunky piece of metal on my wrist. So I was very interested when I saw this beautiful opaline dial GMT in the window of the Tudor shop. Unfortunately, they had just sold the bracelet version, which is what I want, of course. But I had a look at the version on the fabric strap. It is a very beautiful, very fetching watch. But I know many people will complain about the size of the case. You know, it depends on of course, on the movement, the caliber. But I think it's an exciting evolution. It's the famous albino dial that apparently Rolex had made in a very short batch. It is the colors of Delta Airlines, and a shout out to our friend Captain Danny, who 3 years ago had asked Tudor if they could make a run for the Delta pilots. Back then it was not approved, but it seems that the idea has germinated, and the watch is finally available. I don't know if Captain Danny will purchase it. He's gone very frugal with his choice of a wristwear. And by the way, since we're talking about him, check out RolexMagazine.com for his article explaining that the Rolex, nicknamed the Starbucks, has actually a new bezel, lighter shade, the same as the original Kermit, apparently this year, and that has gone quite unnoticed except by Adrian at Bark and Jack. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and let me know which of the Tudor releases is your favorite. Bye-bye.
I had to grow just a little massive, like 10,642 square meters, 150 meters long and 20 meters high, and huge, fully automated, stock, fast.